Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So, it's been a few days since I last played. I can feel my interest in wrapping up this series is growing, which is to say my interest in playing any more of Rebirth at this point is pretty much diminishing. And so it's time to just grow up and do the one last runs and play on hard. Unfortunately, that does mean that we are going to start cold on some characters, so it makes a lot of sense to just be Isaac in that case. Think we've already covered it, but yeah, a lot of the items that we haven't found are simply items that we just haven't found, but are unlocked and capable of being collected. Whereas some of the items are all around the idea of boss rushing, or beating boss rush on hard. I don't even remember which one it was. Whether you have to beat boss rush or whether you have to beat boss rush on hard. There seems to be nothing really that unlocks for beating Mega Satan other than the save file element. We long ago finished all the challenges. We long ago got all the other endings. We have 144 of 178 secrets unlocked, and we know a lot of those are hidden behind the lost, which is just not worth getting in Rebirth when it's so much easier to get in Afterbirth. In fact, pretty much everything left here is more than likely going to be way easier to get in Afterbirth or Afterbirth Plus or Repentance. One of those DLCs is going to add so much playability just by adding more enemies and more variety of items and more synergies in the case of Rebirth in particular. I mean, Repentance in particular. The names of the DLCs kind of suck. So yeah, let's just play hard mode. The only real advantage I've ever heard suggested as far as just playing Rebirth alone and not getting the Repentance DLC, and one assumes you have to probably have Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus before you can use the Repentance DLC. The only thing I have ever heard is that Repentance actually makes hard mode hard, whereas everything else in Isaac really just boils down to the simple concept of don't take damage. That's all there is to it. I don't think there's really a significant difference in like how much damage you would take on the spikes or anything like that. At least not early game. Maybe later on you start to run into some more difficulty. We can see maybe this room is a little bit more difficult for the first floor to have 4 spiders, but maybe also I'm just really not warmed up because I haven't played in nearly a week. If anything, I've kind of lucked out in the fact that I've not been able to get Afterbirth or Afterbirth Plus, and when this airs, maybe somebody will still gift it to me, and I would still totally appreciate that. But a break of a few months between playing Isaac to this point and playing more Isaac because of Afterbirth or Afterbirth Plus DLC is probably something that you would appreciate. And I think I've pretty well proven that even though it's been kind of a it's been quite a few years actually since I first started my YouTube channel and played Binding of Isaac. It's probably been 5 to 7 years. A lot of that really just came back to me like riding a bicycle. Oops. So we have this ability that's like the game cartridge ability that our rage builds up in each room. Interesting. So you can, I suppose, just hold back if you want to for safety. Wait until it triggers. It probably only triggers once per room. And when it does trigger, then you run madly forward. And in this case, maybe it's a little bit more predictable. We'll use our one bomb here to see what's in the super secret room. And we'll take on the haunt. Yeah. There definitely are some problems with Rebirth still. And had Rebirth just never happened, and had the Binding of Isaac really mostly just been the Wrath of the Lamb DLC and nothing else, then I don't think there would have been enough variety for it to have lasted as long as it has. Unfortunately, you are kind of getting to a point where they kind of have to just constantly add content to keep a game like this relevant. Whereas there's like Dead Cells, which is a game that outside of its 6-month launch window has not added enough items really to really maintain its value. Right, well, we've got 5 hearts we can try. And so we'll take 5 hits on the sacrifice, which I think might be half heart hits, but might be full heart hits. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, I only had 3 hearts, but that does tell me something, certainly. And here's another example of on hard mode, you're given a room with a walking spider sack that will spawn more spiders on top of starting off with 4 spiders. Whereas on easy mode, there would have probably just been 4 spiders. Curved horn damage up. I think that's one of the items that we may have recently unlocked. If it is, it's probably one of the rare cases of a trinket being unlocked. They kind of dropped the ball as far as trinkets being unlocked. Yeah. And one would hope that in Repentance there would just be more trinkets, and you'd have to actually accomplish things to get those trinkets unlocked. Now, Repentance does have a mode, and I think it's worth mentioning this, where it basically just makes random items. I don't know if it's so much a mode or a specific character, but there is definitely a way to play where you get random items that have random effects from other items kind of mixed together, which almost hits the idea of just having a game constantly add content to itself, but that doesn't really feel right in most players' minds, because random effects with no polish and no thought process behind it is not really desirable. Plus, the interesting items of Binding of Isaac usually have completely new and innovative abilities, and you can't have completely new and innovative abilities in a just by re-rolling the old features of an older game, of an older item. But yeah, this is the successful person's dilemma, is that they become trapped by their own success. We saw it with the creator of Minecraft, We've seen it with Edmund McMillen, is that they just cannot move on to their next projects and succeed or gain any notoriety on it because their people are enthralled by their success. We certainly saw that with a lot of movie directors, which, if anything, I guess maybe the solution to that problem is shown through Hollywood as just promoting movie directors to a level of incompetence and letting them make bad movie after bad movie to kind of ruin their legacy, M. Night Shyamalan style. So yeah, I mean, you suppose you could have open sourced all the code for Binding of Isaac. Most video game developers are not willing to do that, but yeah, had they just open sourced the code and or put in a very robust modding system, which there is a modding system. It's just too early to tell if that modding system is going to matter. Alright, well, let's go ahead and use Monstrous Tooth in a room first, and then re-roll it. And now we have the relic. So we are fairly well suited. I don't know if we're particularly well suited though. Are we taking full heart damage? I don't think always. We have 2 bombs, so there are enough bombs to potentially look for a secret room and super secret room in that reverse order. Yep. I suppose what you could have also done is add more second in commands. And video game companies don't particularly have a lot of that going on, where you have your apprentice, you have somebody who is younger, newer to the industry, but you take them under their wing and you let them make the sequel to your game. We saw that happen with the Evil Within 2, and Evil Within 2 was a very different game. Not something that I would just say was downright awful, but I'd also say not as good as the first game. And I guess there's definitely a question about how much are you really taking someone under your wing if you're just leaving them to fail and leaving them to work on a project you don't want to work on. Yeah, we're still not going to put any coins in the donation machine. Options would be nice. Souls would be nice. 3-cent keys would be nice. Rolling 1 coin to get $1 would be interesting, certainly. Yep. I may very well have just fallen out of success and fallen warmed up, as it were. By which I mean, now I'm just back to playing fairly badly at Isaac. And it very possibly is just that hard mode is too hard for me. I'm not a top tier Isaac player. I question the percentage of players that really are. Some of the achievements I've gotten definitely do point to me accomplishing something that puts me in the top 20%, but I don't know if there's that much of an experience for most players or if it is a case that a lot of people who've played The Binding of Isaac got frustrated and quit fairly early. Oh, that is just awful. What an awful room to be given lard. It's like it's taunting you. Well, it is worth it to blow up these rocks and take this pill, I think, because then you get a second pretty fly. But there really is just not a lot going on right now with this game, because there's only so many things you can actually even unlock and touch. I could see possibly the idea of boss rushing on hard mode, just because you would want to try to avoid rooms and just get to the final room as fast as possible. It gave me another pretty fly pill. Wow, that paid out very nicely. Maybe I shouldn't press my luck. Yep, just getting into one room with spikes, though, could be so incredibly rough. Or any scenario where you just really start to drop the ball and you're potentially flailing and taking multiple hits of damage. Really does set you up for a real bad time. Oh, there was a tinted rock here. We already know what a secret room is, but I don't know if I want to go back to the shop to try and get a bomb, to try and do anything there. What we need is a battery. See, yeah, this is kind of a great example of just getting run into by the poop. Is a way you can easily take a couple of hits of damage very quickly. And then you've got to reposition yourself and hope you can kill him without taking any damage, and then still manage to fail at that fairly badly. Alright, well, speed up. We'll take it. And then, unless this just gives me a whole bunch of black hearts. Well, that'll work. Alright. One way to guppy. Whole bunch of soul hearts. That does potentially help us win. Over here we've got key, which we don't really need. We have a pill, we don't know what it would do. A red heart now would be pointless. I think you gamble. Gambling for money, or gambling for bombs, or gambling for soul hearts, or gambling for batteries. Darn it. So now we're out of coins. We just have to kind of leave everything where it is. Was there another decision that could have been made? Not really. I think that was played about as well as it should have been. Remember, I think the only thing that unlocks at the moment on hard is beating Mom's heart. So if there are completion marks even for like going further than Mom's heart, it'd be nice to be able to do that. But I will consider this a slight victory if we can just beat Mom's heart, which probably is a bigger if than it seems like, because man, this is not working well at all. Because like we can only rely on pretty much angel deals now, and if we could get, I guess, several helpful, successful angel deals, then maybe that turns things around. Second floor, and we're already getting brimstoned by these guys. Have to be careful not to accidentally run into the brimstone. But you still have to keep moving or you're gonna get hit by other things too, so they've set this up specifically to cause you some damage. This is taking incredibly long. I think we got rid of the brimstone guys. But I have taken like 3 hits of damage in this room. Now this is an awkwardly designed room. I'm surprised they didn't take some damage there. Alright, let's go ahead and take on the boss now, and then we'll think about running back to get the item and all of that stuff after the fact. But to remember, we're not flying, we can't really walk on creep. Our damage is particularly low. It kind of feels like playing on hard is the equivalent of playing maybe as many as 10 runs of Isaac, and you just gotta get that 1 out of 10 really good runs. Alright, stem cells is just, I think, HP up in regeneration. I think we need something better than that. Shot speed and damage up, I think, is much better. Take this, flight and spectral tears. That should help us quite a bit. And I have only 1 bomb. And in this rare case, I think we pretty much decide to not fight the angel. And also probably look towards, if we're going to do any kind of run at all, look towards a very simplistic run, something not very demanding. So I assume that would be going to the chest. That would be the thing that would make the most sense. And since I have spectral tears, which probably are the best kind of tears to have, I can shoot through rocks. Because I have flying, I can't hurt myself on spikes, but cursed room still would take 1 heart of damage. I think I can maybe still step on the sacrifice pits, but I'm not sure if I can, actually. I may very well not be able to do that, come to think of it. But particularly on hard, the already useless sacrifice rooms have become completely useless. Which really highlights that if there was more going on in the sacrifice rooms, in the sense that maybe you go into sacrifice rooms and you find heart beggars, demon beggars, coin beggars, bomb beggars, key beggars. If they were just more prevalent in sacrifice rooms, that would be useful. Also, when you get to repentance, there seems to be a very specific number of times you have to sacrifice yourself to trigger something, where it seems fairly more random in just regular game, in pre-repentance gameplay, or at least in Rebirth it feels incredibly random. Alright, so we just got a heart, and this is the Curse of the Maze. It's doing all kinds of crazy things, bouncing me around from room to room. I was hoping to save a bomb by having it hit there, but it didn't, and surprisingly that was not the room. Blood of the Martyr, we are getting our damage up very high now. Okay. So, secret room can't be here, secret room can't be here. Which kind of means that the secret room has to be here. And bomb and key. Spectral tears taking a little bit longer. Yep, I think we save our 2. I think we don't go into the shop, we don't go into the karst room. We save our 2 bombs looking for a super secret room instead. And we are 1 charge short of re-rolling anything, so if we were actually looking for something to re-roll. Yeah, super secret room can't be here. And can't be here. Which means it's maybe here? No? Did we test up here? It's not there either. Yeah, I have no idea where it would be. We now are in a good position. More range, more speed, more shot speed. All very helpful, but yeah, we've got the flying, which is the one of the major things you're looking for Guppy. We've only done the 3rd floor. It's taken 30 minutes to do the 3rd floor. Or we've been playing for 30 minutes. We did have 1 run before this. There we go. That's the kind of luck we want. Okay. Guess we'll touch the trinket, but we'll stick with the curved horn, at least until we get our damage higher. Guess we can just leave those coins on the floor in case we get a Jera. Let's go ahead and take that pill, figure out what it does. Okay, you have like a regenerating spider, which I don't think we've even seen that on the easy mode. I'm flying over a gap and still I managed to take damage. Once we start getting to the womb and further, and you're taking full hearts of damage, this could still be very treacherous. But I guess the soul generator may just help us. Halo of flies, projectile protection. It does kind of feel like there would be some scenario where you would totally be able to gain protection from just everything, but it doesn't seem to really happen. Instead, what seems to happen is you end up getting a really crazy synergy between 4 or 5 different things, and then you're doing so much damage that the room gets cleared by default before you can take any damage. There's a lot of places where a secret room could be in this floor. And this might be a double XL floor. Which apparently clearing a double XL floor increases your chances of an angel room. Which you would hope so. So, it's no road here, so there can't be a secret room in that location. Darn it. I probably am gonna have to go back that direction. Let's see. Can't be a secret room there. It could blow up 4 mushrooms with 1 bomb, but I probably should wait before thinking about doing that. I'm leaving a lot of coins on the ground. Should pick up at least 15, or at least 7. Here you have a red version of what is normally a not very demanding character. Right. That works. And that works. Let's go check out the shop. We can get Humbling Bundle and something else that would be great. No Humbling Bundle. We do have a battery. We do have a reroll. So reroll this. Then buy this. And then reroll this. Probably not gonna stick with any of those, but we could go back into the shop and definitely re-roll the shop again between 2 pedestal items and see if we find something we like. I guess we'll just take out the people over here on the edge first, and then from a nice safe distance shoot all the people in the center. Then we'll come over here and take out these. I feel like I'm starting to warm up now. There's apparently a fly flying around. That being said, my fingers do feel a little awkward. Let's see if this gives me a pedestal item. Then we should probably re-roll that, and should have probably always re-rolled that first. Darn it. I wouldn't mind getting 2 more guppy items. 9 lives would be a great deal, but you'd almost have to get a deal with the devil, and I think I'd probably, if I do get a deal with the devil, probably still want to just reject it and hope for a deal with the angel. Need to remember that there's all those coins there. And even if that just means we get 2 angel room deals, it's still not particularly bad. There you go. Second guppy item. Just the ability to... Alright, okay, which one do we want? The turret guy or sweet suffering? I mean, he's not a bad guy, so let's take that. And then I don't think we can take that. And take that. What is with this demon baby? Oh, you have to be closer to him for him to fire on people. Well, that's slightly helpful. I mean, you can just like avoid the people and let the little demon baby home in as a targeting turret. So all of a sudden the game changes quite a bit where you can actually focus on just not taking damage. Whereas very often in Isaac you are forever stuck just trying to avoid getting hit, and you don't have enough time to actually fire upon the enemies. My damage is high, certainly, but my shot speed is low. And that is making a slightly dangerous combination here. Not incredibly dangerous, but... And you have 1 more guppy item. Would be appreciated. But yeah, shot speed would be my next main focus. Here's some great examples of people that I can just kind of avoid being in the line of sight of, and we can let the auto turret demon handle it. He's a better character than I thought he was. Having only played with him for a brief moment previously, I was mistaken. We already got what was in here, right? I could have just checked the map to find that out. This is also another one of these floors where it would be fairly difficult to try and figure out where the super secret room is. I could guess that it's there, but I'm not sure I want to test that. And I have, I think, enough bombs to maybe blow up some more mushrooms, try to get more pills. We know one of the pills is an HP up pill, which that could prove itself to be useful. There's no other pedestal items, so yeah. Hearts in a jar and ladder. Nope, still not items worth getting. Notice that we had the card item twice. That's because we didn't pick it up, so it wasn't removed from the pool. So if you have pedestal items you can actually pick up, you are better off actually picking them up to remove them from the draw pool. So super secret room is not there. There's kind of nothing to do here, so we'll take this and we'll take this and we'll see if we're right on a guesstimate that this is the super secret room. Yep. This was an awkwardly weird layout. So it made a lot of sense that that would be the room. Didn't get Humbling Bundle, so you can pick up all these coins and kind of do nothing with them. There's, I don't think, a lot of reason to blow up that guy. So yeah, we'll just take our 23 coins and go to the next floor. Since we don't want to put anything in the donation machine, that would be really what I would do. And yeah, we're not going to get another charge to re-roll, almost certainly. I don't think there's any way to get batteries. Maybe that would have been the argument for like Sweet Suffering. And I guess if we got the deal with the devil again, and we walked in there and all of a sudden he was charging 3 soul hearts for Sweet Suffering, I probably wouldn't want to take that deal. Darn it. Alright. Guppy's head makes us guppy, lets us make flies. At this point, do we get rid of the D6? I guess you do. Because either you're taking the D6 to try to get something better, which odds are not great there, or you just stick with something that you know is kind of great. I think I'll just stick with the Guppy's head. We should play a little conservative here, or play to our best of our understanding, and just try and beat Mom's heart. Like, that's all we're really going for, so yeah, we should take that into consideration. Oh, did I lose my Spectral Tears? I had Spectral Tears, right? Or was that the previous run? Why is this not shooting the people in the back of the head then? Our damage is even higher. Yeah, Spectral Tears I thought would go through these guys and do damage to them. But oops. Well, we kind of got everything out of that, and now our damage, I think, is approaching the cap, so let's pretty much just stay away from that and play. We also don't quite have enough bombs to run around trying to blow up skulls for black hearts, but that certainly would be a consideration after maybe finding the secret room, super secret room. It's probably not really worth our time blowing up these fires, and I nearly got pulled into that fire by the gravity well. Right. What are we looking for? Pills? Suppose if we got a demon baby, these red hearts might help. Let's stop at that. That way we still have 15 coins. Hermit gets us into the shop for free. And we've got a pill. We'll try that in the next room. Let's speed down. That sucks. Is it worth it to try and get those 2 coins? I don't think it really is. Let's test to see if there's a secret room here. Surprisingly, there isn't. We'll grab one of those. We need to go back and get the hermit card. There's no reason to keep the amnesia pill. Yeah, our soul generator is really helping us. We have gone more the angel path than the devil path this run, although we've kind of done both, and that has created a layer of safety here that you normally don't get. It's still very easy to mess this up on hard, I imagine. You just get into the mom's foot fight or the mom's heart fight and all of a sudden take massive amounts of damage. But yeah, as far as damage as it is set now, I barely could even want to see anything increased. We can also go into this room since we're flying and see if we can get a troll bomb to blow that up for us, and then that'll give us speed up, and then our damage I think will probably stay close to the same, and then we'll just go into the hermit area here. Alright, here's a question. Can we do math? If I take this, this would be 7 cents. Can we get 7 cents? That is the question. Can we get 7 cents? And since I have spectral tears and flying, which does seem to still happen, it just was not going through those specific characters. We were able to kill those guys without even activating their AI. We have what feels like a heavy level of knockback on our shots too, because I was just able to knock the big poop directly onto the spikes. Right, well, let's go check the item room first. Are there any coins on the ground we left? I think maybe a few. There you go. We might as well take Bloody Lust. That maybe breaks our damage cap and has us doing even more damage. Let's just go ahead and run back through this whole area. Yeah, I guess what we do is we blow up the gambling machine. Or we look for secret rooms. Could the secret room be directly above? Not really. Could it be to the left or right of that? Not really. Could it be up or down there? Not really. Could it be left or right of that? No. Could it be up here? I guess. But it isn't. Alright, well. Take all those bombs. check what's in here. I think Judas's tongue, for it deals with the devil, being cheaper, is worth at least holding on to until the end of this fight, which this is Necropolis 1, not Necropolis 2, so if that's the super secret room, then secret room might be here. Interesting how that room would connect everything. You don't even have to fire. Alright, so are you a wizard? Speed up. Health up. We'll hold on to the health up. It'd be easier just to bomb this, but let's save our bombs. We could run into a bad situation still, where we need bombs. We could look for tinted rocks, I suppose. And if we happen to find a tinted rock, maybe we'll get that damage up. Small rock. That could be useful. Right. Gamble once. It doesn't pay out. Blow it up. End up with this. I should have probably gotten the Humbling Bundle instead. The guaranteed reward of that versus the gamble. I didn't have enough bombs to blow up the rocks and the edges, but I don't think that would be a wise move. Is there anywhere where there might be a large collection of things? Not really. Your biggest collection of rocks are just in the middle of this room, which is too deadly to take on. And in here was Judas's tongue. Yeah, we are just making short work of the Mask of Infamy. Spectral shots not helping as much as I'd like, but flies are helping a little. I don't think spectral shots are doing anything. I thought spectral shots went through these masked characters, but apparently they don't. So now we're just kind of ridiculously going in circles. And then there he just flew in a diagonal pattern. I don't know if that's because he was getting bumped or what. My little turret guy is trying to hit him. I'm trying to hit him. Speed and damage up. Alright, so now if this gives me Heads of Krampus, I don't know if I want to take that. Guess I don't have to worry about that. Instead we have the Lump of Coal, which I believe increases your damage based on how far you are from the enemy. Okay, we've got enough bombs, and so we'll blow up these corners of the rocks. We're looking for something super secret, I guess. Coins mostly would be what we're looking for. Then I guess your next spot would be here. And your next spot would be here. And we can blow maybe everything up here? Joker card. Health up card. Right, that was a waste of bombs. Okay. So I think you take the health up. I think you take the Joker. I think you do this. Might as well, I guess, run back down and get a red heart while we're at it. That gives me, with the Judas Tongue on Necropolis 1, maybe one more deal that is just as likely to be an angel deal. I think we don't stick with the Judas Tongue. I think we go back to the Goat Hoof for speed up. And yeah, down we go. And since this is Mom's foot anyways, we weren't going to get a deal with the devil on this floor. So now is the floor to definitely use the Joker card. Yeah, I don't know if I could have actually avoided damage there. Let's see. Stars. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and take that. And this is like our third or fourth injection needle we picked up. So maybe we'll get the strung out transformation if you can even tell what that is, or how, if that looks any different. Meanwhile, I feel very lively, maybe moving a little too fast at this point. I feel like I'm getting 2-hit kills on hard mode, so yeah. Feel fairly safe. And there's a room where I killed 3 things with a fly, 1 fly each, and now I got back 4 flies. And that is kind of what we're doing now, is just building up flies, building up a pile of soul hearts. I can't get into the challenge room, unfortunately. Yeah, there's actually very little he can give me, unless he's just going to give me pills or a pedestal item. 48-hour energy. Sure. We'll take a whole bunch of flies. We'll take that one with us. I guess we're taking damage on the way out. Unfortunately, 2 damages. That was stupid. Maybe that just killed our chances with the deal with the angel. Although, maybe that did. Our rage seems to now, with Bloody Lust, be growing and growing. I don't need Argue Wizard pills. Let's see. Is there a secret room to the right? It could only be really to the right. So let's test for that. A whole bunch of coins that now are going to probably prove to be useless. I don't know what I was really looking for. I should have saved the bomb for the super secret room. But I don't even know what I'm looking for as far as the super secret room either. Like, we are very kind of overpowered for not even being at mom's foot yet. Let's go in here and see what we've got. I guess you take the sharp plug. Charge with blood. Okay. And then maybe we take the map just as a safety precaution. Could see that making sense. So let's see if we can get one more coin, and if not, we'll take the battery and take one more charge on the guppy's head for more flies. This guy won't even be able to charge me. So you touch blood and you don't charge that way. Right, we've got enough coins now. Let's just go buy the item. Let's look for, I guess, tinted rocks while we're on it. There we go. And I guess if I get 3 more coins, there might be an argument to getting more flies, but there is also an argument to just not wasting your time. Yeah, I'm not seeing any tinted rocks. It does kind of feel like the secret room would be there, but we've already found the secret room. Right. Let's test for a super secret room here. Then we've got a pill, we don't know what it does. Amnesia, pretty fly, speed up. And we've got like 3 of these pills, so let's hope they are useful. The bombs are key pills, so no, not particularly useful, but fine nonetheless. I think we're as good as we're gonna get. So we just go to mom's foot, avoid taking a huge amount of stupid damage, and yeah, we might very well kind of immediately succeed here. And yeah, I'm gonna just take the Polaroid and we'll go to the chest because we wanted something easy. We've already been here. Down we go. Now, at some point in the future, if between Repentance, where hard actually becomes hard, and this point, somewhere in Afterbirth or Afterbirth Plus DLC, if there are items that unlock for beating Mega Satan or Isaac or Blue Baby, or the Lamb or Satan on hard, then it is going to be fairly imperative that you get that done, because yeah, I know we're really overpowered right now, but this feels like this is going to be easier than what it would be if I was playing Repentance on hard. And I kind of am getting a little cocky and confident now that we may actually make it all the way to the end. I guess the good news there is, of course, it is probably going to be a main focus anyways, that you would beat all Blue Baby and Isaac and all those characters on hard, because you're kind of unlikely to have much else to do. Like, you'll have more items to collect, but you'll have no goal in your actual gameplay to play the game without being challenged further. And that's why the game, if it was going to continue, needed a hard mode and needed a greedy mode, and a greedier mode. it needed more challenges with every expansion. It would be interesting to try to make something like Isaac and make it more of a games as service MOBA type thing, that every season they're just adding more items and adding more content, and people are esports playing against each other. And I know there are daily quests, and imagine you could try to speedrun Isaac, or that'd be kind of a weird speedrun, but there could be some competitive Isaac playing out there. But that would kind of once again alienate the average player, which in all fairness, I think the average player is already getting alienated a little bit too much in Isaac, and a return to its core player base might have them create a lot of content that is super easy and not very well received by the hardcore streamers that made Isaac popular. Magician, stars, and 2 of diamonds. See what the stars would take us. We could probably go find a cursed room and use that to our advantage. We have Curse of Amnesia, so it's going to be fairly difficult to try and find a secret room, a super secret room. Yep. And this is just a regular womb, not a womb XL. Just feels like generally all of the floors are bigger. There's just more rooms on hard mode, and I'm not sure that really changes much. If anything, it might make the game easier. Alright. Key beggar. I think in hard mode there's kind of a minimum required payout there before you get something from the key beggar. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we want touch fuzzy, get dizzy. Right. And so now it would be a question about thinking about what a super secret room was, because that was a secret room. Might be here. Might be here. Interesting, we got another trinket. Whole bunch of red. You know what? This fetal protection might only work if you have a Gemini-like character that's attached to you. That would kind of make sense. If we can backtrack and get all these coins, we can double the diamonds twice, and I don't know if that really does anything for us, but yeah, I guess there's not going to be a cursed room, however, so teleporting ourselves probably is not worth it. Just a giant floor. Giant floor we've already cleared most of, apparently. Just build up more flies. We'll take this and we'll try and blow up some rocks But that didn't even work. We can go ahead and just fight this. Loki's not taking a lot of damage there. Wonder if he has some kind of defense. Or maybe I was just not hitting him hard enough. It is striking me that it seems to me like we're doing more damage with the flies than we are with my actual shots. That could be a slight concern. Let's blow up these rocks just to see if something happens. Because, yeah, once we start getting into big boss fights, maybe we run out of flies and then we're in trouble. Okay. Let's go back to the cards. Where were they? I think they were here. Double that. Double that. Do we want to teleport out, or do we want a increase of our shot? I think we take the magician with us and maybe use it in the boss fight if necessary, or just hold on to it. That way we can attack with some better accuracy in a final boss fight. And there's basically nothing more that can be done. Not gonna unlock Super Bandage Girl or anything here. Like, we can get 2 if all we want, but we'd still need 2 more, and that's just not going to happen. There kind of isn't a reason to not just take these. Because we've got like a ton of soul hearts on the floor anyways, and we're already at that point. Where we're gonna take whole heart damage anyways. So it's unlikely we'd actually use Guppy's hairball, and it's unlikely that our extra baby is going to help us that much. Also at like 72 cents, and unless we get an arcade or something, there's not anything we're really gonna do with that. And we can see the world. It feels like we had the curse of blindness twice in a row after buying the map, which really negates the value of the map. Alright, I'm gonna go down here. I don't know if there really is a good reason to try and clear the entire floor. We could just find Mom's heart and be done with it. Maybe we should. It's not like we're in real risk of taking damage. If anything, we're just in risk of losing flies. At the very least, we can find where the boss room is. I guess we know it's not here. That's not here. Yeah, find the boss room, I guess, first, and then work your way towards it. Maybe run through the entire world after the fact. Yep. I guess all you're really looking for here would be Skatol. So if that just paid out really early, I'd be fine with that. Or it can just blow up very early and I'll be fine with that. I guess you could also blow up the blood bank machine. That probably doesn't matter. Getting a couple of keys since we're going to the chest is also something smart to do, come to think of it. Yep. Yeah, that would kind of suck if we had made it all the way to the chest and then we couldn't open any of the yellow chests because we had no keys. Meanwhile, we're killing these little flies, so that's building up our guppy airball, which might come in handy against It Lives, but probably wouldn't. Again, my thumb feels awkward doing this. Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I just haven't been playing with a controller in a couple days and all of a sudden it just feels... There we go. Fly love. Maybe it gives us bigger flies. Maybe stops any flies from actually attacking us. All these little poops turn into flies. I'll take that. Yeah, and I can't imagine we would have had much of a better experience had we stuck with the D6. So I think we made the right decision to leave it. Alright. Okay, super secret room here. No. Interesting. Super secret room here. Yes. What's in there? Troll bombs. I think we are perfectly fine to simply just clear out as much of the floor as possible and get flies for It Lives. Not really expecting to see much of anything else happen. We're kind of wasting bombs here. Slightly. Shot speed is still a little low. If I could get that to go up double, maybe, then that'd be very nice. There's a lot of champion level characters on this floor, and this might just be a simple taste of what it's like playing on hard, is that you are having much closer to a cathedral-like experience on Womb 2. I'm not sure that changes too much because it just means that you might struggle on one floor, or more likely you'll be so overpowered anyways, it just won't matter. Yep, going a little quiet there, just to be careful. Did we find the secret room yet? Nope. Jeez. Running out of bombs at this point. Unless I got damage equals power, which I guess if I did get damage equals power, sorry I didn't say the first part of what I was thinking out loud, but yeah. If I did get damage equals power, that would be cool. Yeah, take the broken Ankh. That really won't affect anything compared to speed up, and that means I think if we die, we have a chance of respawning as Blue Baby, which, yeah, that is a potential reward unto itself, that you, instead of having to struggle through hard mode playing as Blue Baby, might very well be awarded a completion against the boss as Blue Baby. You probably have to actually be Blue Baby at the time of killing a character though, so yeah. I suppose if I died in the fight with It Lives right now, came back as Blue Baby, then I'd have a marker as Blue Baby, completion marker on the mom's heart. But then at that point, you would just have to continue to play further against the odds and beat the rest of the bad guys. But even that would be easier because you would have all those items that you collected while playing an easier character. But it's not a guaranteed thing either. So you could also die and not respawn as the Blue Baby. Yep. I don't think there's anything else to do, so here we go. We just want to get really close to it. Apparently we just unlocked the Lost Baby. So yeah, progress is progress. We're going up this way. I think at this point, though, if we unlock anything else, it is just going to be babies, and babies are just for co-op, I think. I don't think you get them as a general buddy. What would I even get? Yeah, let's just do it. Pandora's box in this room versus deal with the devil angel room. There's a lot of people in this room. Yep. Okay. We need to remember that that's there. We need to find the super secret room, see if it takes us to an angel room or devil room, and then pop it in a super secret room. Or, you know what we really should do, come to think of it, is find a secret room and pop it in a secret room, because there is an item we haven't gotten in the secret room yet. And popping Pandora's box in the secret room might cause that to happen. Although that wouldn't probably be the best way to play it. That would be the way I'd like to play it. Alright, and these cathedral characters They maybe are moving a little bit faster, maybe shooting a little bit faster, but I don't think they're much different. Honestly, if the game just gave more health or more speed to a lot of characters, it would be just unfair. Like, the adversary kind of shows that his movements are already too fast. Definitely could use a little bit more distance. Looks like there might be a secret room in there, but let's go down one and test first. I could only imagine a boss rush on hard might actually be fairly difficult. Right. Okay. Let's go back now and get that Pandora's box. Take this. Go down this way. This way, this way. We're hoping it gives us a pedestal item. And it does. It gives us Holy Shield and an Eternal Heart, and well, that was not what I was expecting to get, but and that was, I think, probably an item we had already collected. I don't think you have any right at all to complain about getting Holy Shield and an Eternal Heart. Let's go up here and find out what's behind this door. Shot speed, range. That's what we're looking for, and just generally more flies. From the looks of it, we can take a shortcut going this way, and it probably is worth starting with that. We've got enough bombs to do that. We can find where Isaac is first, then we can reevaluate. Yeah, we don't want that trinket. We've gotten a ridiculously large amount of soul hearts in this run, which has worked towards our advantage. Black heart. We could leave that. So yeah, I guess we're just looking for flies. And I guess again, if we could get money equals damage, that might very well do something crazy for us. Health up versus the magician card. Let's use the magician card against Isaac, and then we'll go back and get the health up pill. We've got enough coins, keys. If we can get this. Yeah, if we had gotten bandage girl. 2 more bandages from those 2 fights, that would have been nice. Yeah, there's nothing else to do, I think. Maybe we could go to the cursed room, but it's not worth it. Isaac versus Isaac. I'll just go ahead and pop this and let the flies do as much damage as I can. This is hardly an instant kill on Isaac. Oops. Not bad. But what that didn't do was unlock anything. So it's important to take note of that. There was no unlocking of any special item, no baby even. I just don't think there's anything that you get for going any further past being Mom's heart on hard, other than just a sense of pride and accomplishment. And I guess the continuation of your streak. And if every run was as good as this has been, then we probably would have really no challenge at all to do what we would want to do, but we know that's not going to be the case. We know it's going to be way more difficult to beat something like this on Blue Baby. We also didn't... Ooh, the pill turned into a health down instead of a health up. Why would that be the case? Maybe it was always a health down. Maybe the Satanic Bible changed it. It might be a case, now that we've touched the Satanic Bible, that we've increased the odds of maybe fighting more of the Headless Horsemen. I mean, the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse characters. And maybe in this last vein of you would possibly get Bandage Girl, but I don't think so. Wow, that is a lot of people. We just want to get through this as fast as possible. Take that coin. Go through that room. Where did I get little Steven? I guess I picked him up and didn't even notice it. Alright. So I guess you go down one this way. So we know we don't need to go there. We've got a secret room. And it's probably worth it to blow up. Stick a bomb right on top of that and blow up those three instead. Speed up. 99 cents. Okay. So if I go this way, I waste the bomb. Let's just go through this. $3 bill, changing our tiers. Might be interesting, but also could be pretty bad. I don't know if that means we're not always getting spectral tiers on top of more variety. I think we're good to just take on Blue Baby as we are. I think going out of rooms probably lowers your flies as much as it increases your flies. Sure, I could increase my guppy wrecking ball some more, but I'm probably not going to really use it. Rage could go up higher, but our health is at maximum. I think we just want to play it safe and fight this guy first. Apparently I have explosive flame tears. That too did not unlock anything, and while it took out a bunch of my flies, it didn't actually hurt me any. Right. So now we're just looking for items that potentially we haven't collected, and if we could find, I guess, Dad's key and take it to the Mega Satan, then we would try and fight Mega Satan. Get another bomb. I guess we could blow up that mushroom. There's not really a reason why we would take the health down pill, since it's labeled health down. Apparently I've got double vision now. I don't know what did that. I would think only the glasses would do that, but oh no, the $3 bill did it. Yeah, now we're back to single vision. Just continuously go through the floor. Does the gold key unlock the Mega Satan door? I bet it doesn't. I guess we'll find out when we walk up into this area. Nope, does not seem to unlock the Mega Satan door. Health down pills. I mean, I guess we could take the Satanic Bible and just see if it gives us something. I don't know what we're really expecting it to give us, but we know that the Guppy's head will only give us flies. Probably won't even get enough charges to use the Satanic Bible one more time. But they are not giving us any items, no chests. So, yeah, we're not really accomplishing anything. Yeah, that's the entire floor. And even if I wanted to try and kill myself and respawn as a blue baby, I think I'd have a kind of hard time doing it. I'd have to intentionally bump into those flames multiple times. Yep. So we'll just go here. And I think this is still the same ending. Maybe the background's different? Like the pictures are happening inside the background of the chest floor, whereas previously I thought the background was either black or outside. What, showing the grass? I guess that is the definitive ending. So, what did that get us? It got us completion marks in red all the way down. Yay. But it didn't unlock anything past beating Mom's heart. Which, yeah. At this rate, we'll probably get 50 Mom's kills. But I don't think we'll do anything else. The endings are not in red. The items we picked up are not in red for playing on hard. Unlocking that one baby for co-op is nothing. I don't think you, like, when you do these challenges, you just do these challenges, so they're already technically in hard mode, or the only mode available. So, yeah, as far as one last run, that is exactly what you would want to have done. The only thing I could think about doing here is just seeing, can we boss rush? Can we really, really boss rush? And actually beat the boss rush mode? Do you even need to beat the boss rush mode in hard mode? Had I been playing this entire series on hard mode, considering how easy that run got after I had a decent amount of luck at the early point to just get my health up, once I started warming up, once I got a lot of damage increase, it definitely was a very different experience. Which does imply to me that I very possibly could have, throughout the entirety of this series, just been playing on hard mode. Maybe I would have died every other game, every other run, but I would have just accomplished all the completion marks just the same. But yeah, getting the boss rush, getting all the completion marks done on hard at this point without the Afterbirth DLC and something being unlocked for that seems kind of pointless. It doesn't feel like you're really likely to unlock a new thing as soon as you like get the DLC. That would kind of suck to install the DLC and then have it spend 5 minutes telling you all the things that you had already done to unlock a bunch of content. You probably would have to beat the whole game again in Afterbirth on hard to unlock anything new if there are any new requirements there. And there is definitely the weird scenario here where I have only really seen people start new save files when a new DLC is available. Instead of continuing the old save files. And part of that is because there is an incredible mad rush as soon as new Isaac DLC came out every time for streamers to then try to find out every single bit of secrets and every single bit of content as quickly as possible in live streams. There was 2 Twitch streamers I know when one expansion came out who were just playing non-stop for well over 48 hours. I think it may have been closer to 4 or 5 days where they would play for like 12-hour shifts and then like trade off and sleep, and they were just very determined to see all that could be seen. when ideally any game developer would want their game to be appreciated in small doses over a longer period of time. Game developers tend not to care after the initial 6-month window, but there is that initial 6-month window, which they'd like you to take it in small doses. I think Revenge Fly is probably a good one, so if I can get Eternal Hearts, or not Eternal Hearts, but if I can get extra lives, I would kill myself and then put the Suicide King card and potentially really power myself up before the boss rush. I don't think there's any secret with the Suicide King card, though, other than you have to just have multiple lives, and once you have multiple lives, you can sacrifice one for a large reward. I guess if you had the blank card, you could probably duplicate the effects of Suicide King 8 or 9 times if you could get the charges to go, and that could be really cool. But you'd almost have to hack the game or mod the game for that to feasibly actually happen. Like, to get 9 lives and the Suicide King card and blank card. Feels a little slow, certainly. I think you take this and don't worry about it. I think you go in here and you start to think about what you'll take. Either one of these are good enough, so let's re-roll everything. Ending, sure. This one, and this one, and let's, I think, leave it at that, and hope that that's a smart move and not a dumb move. I'm not even looking for super secret rooms. Do I even have bombs? I guess I did. So yeah. Let's see. There's nothing in that room. Nothing in that room. Tears down. It's not the card. Not the pill we wanted. Let's go down this way. Wow, there's just a whole bunch of dead end rooms. Key for a bomb? Maybe? Revenge Spider. Maybe I should have re-rolled that or thought about re-rolling that. I don't know why I'm collecting coins. I'm supposed to be boss rushing. It's taking longer than I'd like it to. Oh, this is so slow. Yeah. In the middle of wanting the boss rush, you have to start to run, and when you start to run, it's always a little too slow. Not that I really think I can always handle moving a little bit faster. Like, I think a 10% speed increase in the game in general I could handle, but getting somewhere to 150 times or 150%, not 150 times, might be pushing it. Double speed probably would be pushing it. Let's just see if we can find the super secret room. And even waiting for the bomb to explode takes too much time. I suppose if I look like I'm gonna die, I could have popped the Suicide King card. That was an example though where I set myself up for failure by taking Devil Deal options. But I clearly should not have taken any Devil Deal options. Like, particularly since none of those were the Demon Baby who would have turned red hearts into soul hearts, or the that went badly, or the Brimstone effect. I suppose we really haven't had a lot of Brimstone effect runs at all. Maybe Flying effect would have been worth a trade too. Most of the Deal with the Devil trades are kind of worth it, but you need your health to already be higher up. Sorry, I went quiet there. I'm starting to yawn even. Yeah, part of the reason why I haven't been playing as much Isaac as I probably should is that my sleep schedule has just been really awkward. It almost always is really awkward, but it has certainly not been great lately. Speed and range up. Yeah, I've kind of run out of things to say. And we probably should have just ended this episode on the victory of beating Blue Baby, beating the chest on hard mode. I am fairly glad I didn't play on hard mode, though. Particularly for most of the runs, we were kind of goofing off and taking our time and looking for items more than we were just trying to win. I don't feel like in this entire series of Rebirth, there's been a point where I've really struggled to just try and have a victory, with the exception of Blue Baby. I definitely played 5 to 10 hours off screen of Blue Baby. So yeah, that was a bit of a struggle. But with the exception of Blue Baby, every other character has been fine. That being said, I still am not unlocking the Lost or trying to play as the Lost. Which that would be the one character that if you've just done everything else in Rebirth, you would still probably have plenty of opportunity to try and play as Lost and beat all of the things that need to be beaten as the Lost. Yeah, I've never gotten to the point where, let's see, take this with your store credit. That's pretty cool. So now we can double our drops, but we're boss rushing, so would we even be able to pull that off? Let's definitely re-roll that. That's all that's gonna do is give us bombs. Well, actually, let's fight the boss first. Fight the boss first, see what the pedestal item is, see if we get deals with the devil or deals with the angel. Then go back and re-roll it if it's, or pick it up if we re-rolled something else. Yep, I really hate when I go quiet, but three of these guys running around, that's pretty demanding of my attention. Range up. Mom's lipstick. Yeah, definitely take that. Go ahead and take that. Run back this way. Take this. Follow up this. Take that. Take that. Inside that was a key. Supposed to be boss rushing. There we go. Go this way. Okay, if I can get one more coin by going through a couple of rooms, I could then re-roll for this to get the blue flame, blue candle, which I don't know. It really is better to get the blue candle than the D6, particularly if you're boss rushing. Whatever. We'll take the blue candle with us. Let's get out of this floor. What was in here? Pills. And down we go. Yeah, we're not far enough ahead on the boss rush. We want to try and improve that as much as possible. You can see when the blue candle hits, it does a pretty decent amount of damage, but it evaporates very quickly. If this let me skip a floor, I would take it. Nope. Tears up. Down we go. 25 cents. It does give us the possibilities. We might be able to rush through the shop and purchase a couple of other items. The stupid thing here is we may have like a decent run that just misses boss rush anyways, and then there's just a desire potentially to go all the way to the lamb. I think something might be unlocked by beating all the completion marks once by one character. Maybe. Okay. So there may very well be an argument to go ahead and just beat the lamb and get all the completion marks on Isaac. And, you know, I might just do that off screen anyways. It gives me an excuse to play a little bit off screen. If I can't end up beating the lamb on this boss rush run. Like, ideally we make it to boss rush and darn it, range down. Do we take the hermit or do we take pheromones? I think we take the hermit. Let's just pop the hermit immediately. I don't know why I'm doing that. 7 cents for the ladder on discount, or 5 cents for a soul heart. It's probably not a bad move to go 5 cents on a soul heart. Let's see. Where's, well, if I guess if I get 7 cents and I'm still fairly close to the shop. Man, I am doing very poorly here. Really am not prepared for this fight, but whatever. We'll just see if we can succeed or if we will just fail. Yeah, if you line up the shot from the side, you can kill him fairly quickly. Soul heart, soul heart. Some pills. Let's see. Since we've taken the I Can See Forever pills, let's see if we can use them. Or should we just ignore them? And boss rush, and boss rush. I feel like we didn't even get the item room on this floor, so there's just a lot of reason to forgot I had the blue candle. I think there's a lot of reason to look on this floor for an item. Come on. This thing is just sending me in all the wrong places. Apparently, using pheromones on Super Lust is not helpful. Alright, the tears up pill. Got plenty of keys. Now I've got enough coins. And damage up is totally worth it. Now I will say, I think we haven't found the super secret room, and it must just be really far off from the base area. And I'll just have to ignore that, because it's not worth it to waste any more time. Guess I could have tried to get a couple more coins to see what that pill was. We're still just taking too long, though. There's just like nothing that is that good in our stats that would justify we're still in a fairly poor position as far as being strong enough and fast enough to fight Mom's Foot and the boss rush. Really not gotten any health up. Which we could really use some health up. I guess you do this. Chaos card. I guess that means we could shoot it at Mom's Foot and kill her really fast to maybe finish off a boss rush. Maybe that would work. Or you just die. Okay, well, we're ending on failure when we could have ended on success. Yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll look to see what unlock conditions need to be done to possibly unlock something, because there is something in my mind that says maybe if I had gotten a Satan kill and a lamb kill also on hard, maybe that would unlock something. But I think also you might need a Mega Satan defeat and a boss rush defeat on hard. And playing on hard is kind of not even the real problem. It's just trying to move fast and just not take your time like you can on easy when you're not trying to boss rush. Next time we'll do one last run with Magdalene, which isn't actually one last run, but we'll try to beat Mom's heart. There might be an argument, frankly, to just killing yourself after you've beaten Mom's heart anyways. But I could also see a decent argument to getting the completion marks done at least the first time. And then we'll continue down the path and we'll just try all of these characters one last time, and then after the Eden run, one last run with Eden, we'll be done with the series. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.